Oh, hi, everybody. Hi, this is Jason Prog at Soulcare Intensive. I'm in the middle of reading something very intense, which I want to share with you because it's a spiritual classic, and I thought I would share that with you today. And it's so interesting that in our lives we go to through these experiences every day, and people say things or certain phrases, or you think of something in your mind, and all of a sudden it appears in your life a day later, that day, the same day, second day, synchronistic experiences. And I often think that the synchronistic experience is God's way of remaining anonymous and that you're on the right track. So I just jumped on here to share with you the Soul Care Intensive at the last minute. We're very busy in my team here trying to get everything done because we have a lot of stuff happening, which I'm going to share with you. But I said to Renee, at least I'd like to share with her what's going on so I can take a 5-minute breather. So, hi, Sharon. How are you, Sharon M? And Dee Dee, hi James and friends, good to see you. Love from Chicago. It's going to take you a little bit longer probably because we don't have an introduction. And I just hopped on. Okay, we have all day. We have eternity. But what I'm going to read you is a kind of a cool thing. And you can probably get a pad and a piece of paper, pad and a pen and a piece of paper. Hello, Kristen. My day is going well. I'm a little tired though. Hi, Sue. A lot of stuff happening. So it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I have a shepherd, a Australian shepherd dog, Pearl, that keeps me busy. I would never advise getting a puppy at 6 years of age. It doesn't really work well. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Jim. I've never done these live sessions before, but I do enjoy yours. And thanks, Jennifer. It's lovely to have you. Welcome, welcome. I've never done them a lot. I mean, I'm doing them now, of course, since the pandemic. I want to say the plague, pandemic, but the plague's much later on. Pandemic, but good to have you. It's really a nice community of people that we have here, and it's going to grow and grow. And I think more people are getting into opening up to spirituality in this way. And I'm not going to, I can't mention names or anything, but I'm involved with an organization right now, and whose job it is to really bring light to people and to help them to open up to these higher levels of awareness. And that's we're talking Fortune 500 companies and so forth to bring this message to them. Which because we're living in a world right now, which is it's a very very fast technical world, and AI is starting and all that. And I don't want AI to take over like social media has in a negative way, where people are being bullied and it's used in a bad way. So we want to try to figure out ways of using new technology in positive, life affirming, and loving ways and helpful ways, not just for greed and power and money. So I'm working on that now too, in the back behind the scenes. Hello, Joyce. Hello from Maine. Oliver, hello from greetings from Germany. Where are you in Germany, Oliver? I love Germany. Hi, Sean. Hi, Val. I miss you, Val. Oh, good, Tracy. Spirit led you back to me. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, they're all different levels and all different journeys and roads we can go on in spirituality, and we can explore many of them. And you can check out a lot of different teachers and instructors and so forth. But then you'll find that there might be one or two that you resonate with what they're saying, because maybe that's where you're at that same level with them. Germany too. Well, Alexandra, where in Germany are you? I should go to Germany to do a little work over there. I am going to Switzerland. I'll be in Switzerland in October. I'm doing a workshop in Switzerland. And that is on vanprog.com, that information. I'm going to do a tour through Scotland and England and Switzerland. And it'll be fun. I'll be with Gordon Smith, who's a wonderful medium over there. And we work together. So that's on my website, vanprog.com. Hi, Michelle from Iowa. Hello, hello. Callie Healer, hello. We did a great meditation last night. There was a global meditation. I don't know if any of you were there, but it was really nice. I really enjoyed that. Landon Novenberg, Franco Cognac. Yes, there is in Switzerland. Yes, I'll be there in Switzerland. Come see me. Thanks, Sean. Thanks, the Shadow James Frog. Much love to you from Peachland, British Columbia, Canada. Very good. I was in Germany 6 years ago. That was an amazing experience. That was a pretty incredible experience. Every time I go to Germany, it's an incredible experience. Afternoon, is your videos on your school going to be back up? What does that mean, Scott? They're not up. I'll make a note of that. We're just changing over, migrating the website to a new company. So we're finding out all these little things that we hiccup. So I will talk to people about that, Scott. Thanks so much for saying that. Videos on school not up. Okay. I'll find out about that. Thank you for letting me know, Scott. I'm a little tired. Ben funkily announced and confused as what I meant to do. What I am meant to do. Tried everything from meditation to class, and I'm still lost. Well, Kristen, you got to start looking inside yourself and find out what's your passion. So you got to discover your passion. Yeah, 28-day transformation is a good one in my school to go check that out. I was making a list of all of my courses last night because I'm again, I said changing things over, so I had to make a list of all the courses. I didn't realize so many great little courses there for you. This from all different levels of audio courses to video courses to $10 a day to $500. It's in between payment plans, all there. So good. Last night it was a 333, and I promise I heard my name. Good, Cassie. Wondering what that could mean. Wanted to say thank you. You helped me so much last time. Little by little, I'm getting out of my fear. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, fear holds us back. Fear limits us. Fear is really a limiting illusion here. A spirit often says the two biggest illusions: separation and death. But I think, well, maybe in that separation is fear. So I think it's fear and death. Because fear doesn't need to be present. It can motivate us if it's used in the right way, and maybe, but if we let it rule our lives, it doesn't work well. So you're very welcome. Tracy's asking, do your dogs ever see or sense guides and spirits around you? Definitely sense spirits around me. Definitely sense Maisie, my other dog, around me. We definitely will sense spirits, but not like all the time like I do. Tracy, yes, good. Oh, Jose, I'm seeing hearts and dimes. That could be spirit communication with you, no doubt about it. That's sure. Benny Falcon, great show in St. Pete. Thanks, Benny. Yeah, that was great. 2 weeks ago, we're in St. Pete. It was really a fun show, good show. My favorite reading of the night was that man in the audience who I said, you're just a lovely man. His energy was so great. His father came through and had the same great energy. It was so lovely. And it was a change. It was refreshing to have someone who's just nice and great energy and believing in himself and not fearful. It was really nice. And when there's extra fear or limited awareness, or heavy grief, it's really hard to work. It's harder to work, I should say, because you got to get all through the slugging that stuff around and getting into the heart of the matter. It's a little harder when someone's open and integrated really well. It's easier. So that man was very good, Benny. I discovered you from the book Unfinished Business. Talk about a mind opener. Yeah, that's a great book, Unfinished Business. I'm actually ordering them now from from the publishers. I have 3 different publishers, so I'm ordering all my books now because I've run out of some. But they're on Amazon. I know that. I just ordered a bunch on Amazon. My cards are doing very well on Amazon, and I do well. The cards are doing well on Instagram and TikTok. I do readings there, and the people really love them. And it's a younger generation, and they love the cards. So we'll do more with that too. But I want to let you know I have some really exciting news for you. I've decided to do some readings again online, and I'm limiting the amount of people. It's going to be very limited, and everyone will get a reading on the line at the event, and it's on the 20th of June. It's going on the website on Friday or Monday, but we have a graphic here that I don't know if we're there. It is. So grab a pen and pencil, and there you go. And it's going to be at least 2 hours, might go over, but everyone will get a message. So that's going to happen. And that's me laughing, having a good time. And we came up with that graphic because it wasn't different. And that's June 20th. So that'll be June 20th, 5 to 7 p.m. Tickets will go fast. I mean, it's probably going to go within 2 days. So very limited seating, under 30, under 25 seats. So that's why it's priced a little higher, because it's very limited. Every single person is going to get a message. So you're the first people I'm telling this. We just finished the graphic. So that's the 20th of June, and you can register as of Monday. All right. So don't tell it. Well, you tell people what Monday it is. So get in it first if you want. Can't wait. Okay. Jose, you just read my book in French. Loved it. Very good. Thank you. I have 3 or 4 books in French. And it's interesting because you have the French Canadian versions and you have the French version. So very interesting. And I have a book it's funny, I have a book from the British publishers. It's Unfinished Business, but it's called something else there. And I went to a meeting once in the UK with the I think it's Random House over there. And I walked into this office. It was so funny, and I met all the head, the president of the random, the president and the editors and the whole room full of people, and talking about my book. And the book, my book was all around the room on the shelves. I'm like, oh, and I noticed something was very different. And I said, why, who is that on the cover of your book? They said, well, that's you. I said, no, that's not me. That's a mock up of me. You changed that photo. It doesn't even look like me. I said, well, we want to stay younger. I was like, but that's not me. That takes away from the whole idea of the book and who I am. I walk my talk. So it was really funny. So that's a funny one to have. I don't understand that. But anyway, a couple of things to tell you. I'm also doing a meditation course, which will come out next week. We're going to start promoting that. And that's a really great 8 week, my brand new course for the school. And it was fun doing it. You'll see a promotion tape. There's a filmmaker actually doing the promo on it, and she's doing it right now as we're speaking. It's great. It's a real in-depth meditation course regarding the chakra points, the organs that are associated with the chakra points, how to clean people's energy out of space. It involves other things I've done, but it's more intensive. And again, it's all about the stillness, because I keep on telling you guys, you need to sit in the stillness of your being to find out more about yourself. So we talk all about what that means. So that's going to be part of that meditation course. So that's coming out. It should be up Monday. You'll begin to see immediate emails on that. And it's an 8 week course, and it's not expensive, and it's really full of. That's what I've been doing, full of that. And I'm also doing this year. The Shift Network has asked me to work with them. And Monday night they had a call, and they had over 3,000 people, and it was nice to have an interest in the work I do. A lot of people didn't know who I was, and now they do know who I am. So it's good that this awareness is there and that they honor the work. No, it's not free, Cassie. June 20th. It's a limited amount because it is very limited. It's not a free reading. The free reading will be another time, but this is not. It's a small group of people. Melissa, hello, JP. My question is, every time during the night when my parents go to sleep, I always sensing spirit. My question is, am I crazy, or is that being psychic? Thank you. I think you're crazy. Sorry. No, I'm just joking with you. It's psychic. It's you're a soul, and the soul language is intuitive. The soul language is sensitivity. So you would be, because I just joked to you, am I crazy? You're not crazy at all. That's such a human response, because it's not in the norm, whatever that means. And this is just the beginning for you, Melissa. You're just beginning to wake up, I guess you'd call it that. So no, you're doing just fine. And get more into it. Open up yourself. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. So not be afraid, but embrace. That's the word. So you're doing just fine, darling. Colleen, James, may I ask you a question? Okay. I've been meditating successfully for over a year now. Now, before I go on with that, what is successfully meaning? I don't know what is there an end goal here? Because I need to know if it's successful. Does that mean there's an end goal to meditation? Just curious. I'm such a Virgo. I like to pull things apart. For a year now, after discovering my ability, and now I'm unable to sit for longer than 10 minutes now. Why would this be? I don't know, Colleen, but you definitely should take the course when it comes out. And sitting in the silence, I don't know how successful that meditating has been, because I don't know what kind of meditation it was. Sitting in the silence is working just with the breath and quieting your mind and being still. So you can still do it. Don't worry, you will be able to. Again, just stick with me. You'll be fine. Okay. Scott. Hey, James, do you believe in fate? Good question, Scott. I do believe in what's called destiny points. So I do believe that there are certain courses the soul is signed up for to take during their venture here on Earth School. The soul has to learn certain classes it will take, certain destiny points. Like I think we're destined, but for example, you're destined to meet a person, let's say to have a cup of coffee. That's destined that you meet. And you sit and have a cup of coffee, and then it's your free will if you want to stay with that person, have a relationship with them, or just as a cup of coffee. That's it. So that's free will. And the easiest way to work with free will is to know thyself, to know your intuition, to let your soul guide you. And the only way your soul will guide you is if you sit in the quiet or go from the head to the heart, and really put all your energy in that heart space. Let your heart tell you the answer. So many people, and I find the most work I have to do with teaching is getting people out of their head into their heart. Well, you were in your heart when you were a young child, when you were a toddler. You were in your heart when you were a young kid, probably it's about 8 years of age. You were in your heart, so you can go there. It's not. It's getting out of the head. You can keep the head. That's fine, but use it accordingly to when you need to do that. But your heart is how you feel. It's your guide, your soul's tuning fork, and it will guide you and lead you to the right spaces and places and people in your life. You've got to be patient and let it unfold. Let your ability and who you are unfold naturally. When we go to push things to happen, we don't, and it gets all screwed up. So you want to unfold naturally and progressively. Okay, thanks, Scott. Good question. Damien, my dog called James, good name, right? Passed away on April 13th, 13 years ago. After 13 years, I'm sorry, I felt strong, loving energy for the first 2 days after his death because he was right around you, letting you know he was okay. Is this common or special? Yes, yes, it is. Damien, I'm really sorry for your loss. My heart's with you because I know I lost my dog last year, so I know exactly what you're going through. They're around us. My dog Maisie came right to me after she was put down. It's a hard loss, unconditional love, but they're also, I think, have their missions. I think we all have our missions to do. Some of us on Earth, our soul mission is come back to here and help people or learn and expand the soul. And then we go over and use what we've learned here to help others on the other side. Same with the animals. I believe the same with animals. Every life force, every life expression of life is for a reason. There's nothing by accident. So I bless you, and I know that the dog is all around you. And you can also sit in the quiet. And that's what I'm going to say about that. I sit in the closet, and I just work with my breath, breathing in and breathing out. A count of 3, going in the nose, out 5, for about 5 minutes, and I just relax and listening to my heartbeat and being aware and just feeling just feeling my heart and becoming aware of the spaces around me. And I think if you do that, then you can ask your doggy to come on your lap. Your doggy will. His name is James. He will. Valerie, I thank you for being online so much. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you see me online so much. I hope it helps. And then I'm going to read you something I have here, which is really kind of cool. That's right, Renee. You put Brenda back up there. Bernadette. Hi, Bernadette. Right, pretty lady. Hello, James. Love your show. Thank you. I am in awe of how much help I've gotten from my beautiful friends on the other side. They work a lot, right? I have a podcast, almost quit. Did not have any guests. I have so many guests I can barely keep up. I used to have severe chronic back pain. My back is healed. Good for you, darling. You know, when you do what you love, when you have a passion and you work your passion, it can get out and express yourself. And I'm just going to say this because what you're saying, Bernadette, about your back. I think sometimes we hold in our passion, don't believe in ourselves and limit ourselves, it gets blocked. And that could be physical. It could end up being a physical issue. So I know that I'm doing my running. When I run, do my work and do my spiritual work, I'm living my passion. And good for you. That's the way to do it, honey. Good girl. Okay. Donna Smith, I would love to hear from my daddy that passed away unexpectedly. Donna, you should sign up for the June 20th course, the June 20th evening. That'll be perfect for you. That's it right there. Okay. So that's what the date is, but you can't sign up till Monday. So we'll have the registration on Monday, but that's a sneak peek. Okay, take that down, Renee, because thank you. I want to read you something from a book, which is really interesting because as I become more aware, I'm getting ready for my cruise in August in Alaska, and which is sold out now. And I'm going to be working with stepping into the spirit world, and it's different levels of awareness. And last night in my meditation, I talked about spheres of energy, and I see them as balls, globes of light. And all these different worlds that we can go to. Like the Earth is one world of a physical world, but then there's a world of creativity, there's a world of philosophy, there's a world of higher truths, there's a world of knowledge, there's a world of healing. So that is what I've been shown by my sister who passed, and give me this awareness of those things. And it's almost like I remember that. You guys remember that the Alka-Seltzer commercial, a drop fizz, oh what a relief it is, and the tablet hits in the water and little fizzles. It almost feels like there's that fizzling sensation, and those little bubbles are different worlds. And I think we have those worlds around us. So, and I think the closest thing are the stars. When you look up at night and see stars, I thought that might be the closest thing we can imagine from here. And then I opened this book and I read this lovely book. And this is a book it's a very special book by White Eagle. It's called Spiritual Unfoldment. It goes for like $45 outside of print. It's a classic. And White Eagle was a guide of Grace Cook, the medium Grace Cook, 1930s. And White Eagle information was so profound. They opened up White Eagle lodges everywhere in the world. There's still some around. There's one in Texas, believe it or not. So I wanted to read you a little bit about one of the messages from White Eagle. When you look up at the night sky and gaze at the myriad stars, you think you are looking on a whole universe, but you know nothing of the unseen life within that universe. Physical eye cannot see, nor physical brain comprehend the immensity of that invisible universe. Yet, if you are learning to enter the stillness within your own heart temple, you can begin to understand, to become aware of that vast invisible universe. If you will walk in your garden in this state, uh, let me make sure I have this. Oh, 47. I crossed over. Okay. If you walk in your garden in this state of inner stillness, you'll become aware of other creatures apart from man, apart from the animal, from the vegetable world. That's very true. When I was in my garden, I was planting, but I was also sitting meditating. I became very aware of these different diva kingdoms and little gnomes, but the diva kingdom and all those little beings that were helping with my gardens, they were thanking me, and it was really trippy. You'll become aware of the other creatures apart from man, apart from the animal, and apart from the vegetable world. Be still. Withdraw in your temple of silence. I like that. Your temple of silence. We can call that the temple of silence. Let's call it that, the temple of silence. If only for a flash, you may see numerous little nature spirits, flower fairies, gnomes, even the very stones are inhabited by etheric folk. Yet in the ordinary way, all you see is the outer form of flowers. Isn't that cool? So everything has that life form, whether it's solid, it appears solid as a rock, there's a life within that. It's so cool. If you stop, think, you'll wonder how the flowers are brought to you and brought to blossom. Now, this is really pretty trippy to me, as I said at the very beginning. When you think of something that happens, that's exactly it. Yesterday, I was walking in my garden, I was looking at all the flowers, and I wonder just what's that about, the life force that makes them beautiful, makes the color. So here it is right here. If you stop to think, you'll wonder how the flowers are brought to blossom. What brings their perfume? What is it that makes one flower yellow, another pink, and the leaves green? What power lies behind? Behind all nature are beings great and small, working under the direction and control of an angel on one of the 7 rays. These 7 rays, and those rays of the rainbow, and also the rays of the chakras, right? These beings work automatically under their group angel, although they have a degree of choice and latitude, and they are continually carrying life force to beautify the form and color of your flowers. Exactly the same process takes place in every department of life. Your physical body is in charge of what your psychologist describes as the instinctive mind, what we have referred to as the automatic mind. Sleeping and waking, these functions go on and are controlled by the instinctive mind, which is in turn is under control of a great angel being. Angels attend you from the moment of conception until the time when the solar cord is cut, and you leave the mortal coil for a span to return for a refreshment to the heaven world. So it's so true. We never are alone. They're always around us. Angels, we call them angels or guides. They're there for our lifetimes. And the silver cord is attached to the solar plexus. And it's almost like the moonwalk in the 60s. And they used to have the cord attached to the module. And same thing with us. It's attached to the etheric body. And in time of death, the silver cord is severed. And our awareness opens up to the greatness of who you are as a soul being. So that's some spiritual unfoldment, and that's by White Eagle. I got several copies yesterday of White Eagle. The Quiet Mind is my Bible. I ordered 4 of those. This is very rare, so it's like $40, but it's worth it. You can get some used copies as well. Really great stuff there. And it puts you right in that frequency, that vibration. Yes, the name of the book is Spiritual Unfoldment. There you go, too. White Eagle. Okay. And also I wanted to let everybody know that I was on the computer last night going over my website and my school and all that, and I was thinking about this show that I did called Spirit Talk on Gaiam, because I've had a lot of people in Florida where I was down there said They saw me in Gaiam. If you go to Gaiam.com, it's a TV, it's a network. And I shot a show there 6 years ago, and it was a good show. It was a really good show. And you can see one episode, and you can see previews of the others. But it's 2 seasons worth. I talk about I have themes. The aura is one theme, forgiveness is another theme, the chakra is another theme, and I also do readings at the end of the show, and it's pretty cool. So you should watch that. The opening of the show, the opening credits, some of my favorites that have ever been done. They do a great job of those opening credits. So it's called Spirit Talk, and it's on Gaiam TV. You want to check that out? Okay. Hi, Susan Mason. How are you? Melody. Hi. Hello, James. I'm a medium. When the 5 planets aligned, my abilities heightened. It could be that way because it's energy, right? And I've been having more visitations by spirit than I think I've had my entire life. My question is, how can I protect myself against negative spirits? Well, it tells me that you shouldn't be a medium right now because you don't know about negative spirits. I don't believe there are negative spirits. I don't know your development process, but if you believe in negative spirits, then I would just redo things if I were you, my dear Melody, because your mind is in that space of negativity, so you're not high up there. I don't believe in negativity. I think I'm not afraid of spirits. You might have had a religious background, so you're looking through the lens of religion, but spirit is pure love. And if you're a medium, if you call yourself a medium, then you should really understand that a medium, there is no such thing as negative spirits. They're lower, unevolved beings, but when you work and you bring yourself up to a high level, that should even be part of your existence as a medium. So my suggestion is go back to Mediumship 1 in my school and take a course and find the right way of developing. Okay. Okay. MTV Media, Sparkle, Sweet Soul, the Shift class. What class in your school offers the same? Love the curriculum, the Shift class. Do you have it? Yes, I do. I do, sweetheart. MTV Media. I have Mediumship Certification 1, 2, and 3, but there's a bunch of things. It's called the JVP School of Mystical Arts. There it is. The JVP School of Mystical Arts, and it's really, check it out. There are 40 courses, all different types of courses. 20-day transformation, mediumship 1, 2, 3, psychic portals, and there's a description. You go online on the page, and you have a portal, and it's almost like a notebook on your personal page, I guess we say. It's your own portal, and on there is everything you've taken or do. And also you go into the Facebook groups. You have Facebook groups of those particular courses, and you meet like-minded people. So check it out. It's good. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Valerie Keating. Yes, very good. And Valerie has the patience of development. Thank you. The courses are brilliant. Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate that. I appreciate getting the feedback because I put my heart and soul in it. Anything you do with passion, boy, really people recognize it. Okay, and then we have Shannon Connolly. I'm reconnecting with my soul self. Very good, Shannon. Very good. There you go. Good for you, sweetheart. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't be who you are. You got to be who you are. That's how you teach them. So, well, thank you, everybody. I appreciate your being with me today. I'll be back on Monday. I know it's Memorial Day on Monday, so Kelly White and I did do a show. We're going to do a show this Monday night. And I'll be back for here on Soulcare on Monday during the day. And if you haven't signed up for any of my emails, go to vanprog.com and just register with your email, and you'll get notified of all the new meditation courses, the Shift Network course, all the different things that I'm doing that you might want to be part of. All right. And I don't abuse emails. I don't do that. I don't sell anything. And you can leave it anytime you want. So, all right, my loves, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Okay.